the Brown boys, the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys, the Brown boys, we the Brown boys. I gotta find the conversation between Willie D and Big Gipp. Man, shout out to Big Gipp. Ah, hush that fool. Everybody move to the shout out to Big Gipp, man. Because I know Big Gipp watch my channel. I'm a fan of Big Gipp. Big Gipp watch my channel. And I've always listened to Goody Mob. I still listen to some of that old school stuff now. Cause some of y'all dudes only rap about unaliving people. I don't want to hear that. I shoot hoops. Now I do listen to that aggressive stuff when I'm working out. Cause I gotta push that weight around and I gotta run. So I just listen to something aggressive. I like aggressive music when I'm working out. But on the regular cool, I don't want to hear y'all talking about unaliving each other. I don't want to hear no junk like that. I'm a sidewalk N-word. I'm a sidewalk dude. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I appreciate Big Gipp for saying what he's saying. And now that I'm highlighting it, he might get canceled. I don't know.
When you get on those kind of committees and think that you're going to talk to them people like that, knowing that at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but the front. And now you get to see.
But yeah, man, Big Gipp is pretty much saying what Stephen A. Smith said. So what is the people that gave him, the journalist people that dissed Stephen A. and didn't give him, they gave him the thumbs down. Big Gipp is basically saying the same thing that Stephen A. Smith said. Jasmine Crockett, you know doggone well you can't talk like that and talk to the president like that, be ratchet like that, and think that those people are going to be cool with you. They still golf with those people. Roland Martin, as much as he talk all this blackety black stuff, he golf with all the white people that he like. So all these people are all together. That's like judges and lawyers, the NABJ. That's like judges and lawyers. If you dissing one of them that they golfing with, they golf buddies. They go eat together. They go drink together. So you can't talk like that. Politics is a very small circle. A powerful circle, but it's a small circle. Why you think when one of them get out of line, they know exactly what to do to expose them? Andrew Gillum, he was one of the Democrat darlings, boy. And right after he did what he did, or he got on the wrong side of somebody, they find him on the floor with a stuff around him, drugs around him with a guy, a white guy. He can't even get a black guy. That's what I'm talking about. They talk all this race stuff. Why can't these people get them a black man? The ones that's pumping all this race hustle, they sleeping with the white men right after they talking about is Black Lives Matter. Come on, dog. You could have got the same people that fake beat up Jesse Smollett, and most people wouldn't even been mad. You could have got them dudes that fake beat up Jesse Smollett, and he could have been dating one of them. Then Andrew Gillum go to jail again for allegedly crystal meth and stuff like that. Like, come on, dog. Now we see three-finger rolling. Three-finger rolling. Guy take the moral high ground, married to a pastor, always talk about this person ain't this person ain't that. And next thing you know, we find out that he allegedly cocked up in the air with a girl got, doing something crazy. So that's why I say I don't want to hear stories about people's personal life. They all do something. They just ain't been caught yet. I want to hear about policy that turn into law that we all gonna be governed by. See, telling me about who somebody's sleeping with don't really concern me, because there's gonna be a police officer that come up with a gun and a badge, and they're gonna be enforcing those policies that turn into law. They're not gonna enforce who you like. And a lot of y'all, it's all about who you like. I like Kamala. I like Trump. I don't like nobody. I like your policy. And that's all you better talk to me about. I don't want to hear nothing else about you. I don't want to hear that you love me. You don't love me. Pay my light bill then. You don't love me. Pay my mortgage. How you love me? You ain't never give me no hug. How you love me? Love is an action word. What have you done for me lately? Boom, boom, boom. Soon as somebody asks for reparations, what they say? No. And I tell people, stop asking for reparations. Stop. They don't like that word. Ask for whatever Kamala Harris gave them Asian Indians. That's what you ask for. They got 20-something billion dollars, 26 billion. Ask for that. Don't ask for reparations. They don't like that word. Ask for whatever Ilya Omar did for them Somalians. Don't keep calling it the same thing. They don't want to give us reparations. They don't want to give us reparations. Well, tell them to give you tax easements. Tell us to give you a business loan. Give us our community back. We don't got no community. Right now, when I grew up, I keep saying this story. And TikTok, you don't know this story. When I grew up as a child, I stole before. Yeah, you might not have known. I put a little something in my pocket. I stole a little something. You know what I'm saying? I walked out the store with me a little soda pop, put it in my pocket, and went down the road drinking. Ain't nobody run behind me and try to pop me. You know why? The person who owned the store was a black woman. And guess what that black woman did? The black woman went to school with my mama. They was on the same track team. So guess what that black woman did? She went and told my mama. Before I got to the house, she had done talked to my mama. Your boy was in here stealing. I ain't chasing, but look here, I'm going to put that on your tab because they give tabs out in the hood. When the black women and black men, we all had a community, they give out tabs. They'll write your little stuff down. How much you owe? You got you some cigarettes. You know, sent your son in here to get some cigarettes, huh? Okay, that's $2.25 you owe. And this right, and they want their money on the 1st, or they want their money on the 15th. You know, that's how we did when we had a community. We took care of each other. Ain't nobody chasing you up the street to bust you in the back and do all this other stuff over a water. The community took care of itself. You ran afoul to the community. Somebody in that community kicked your. That's when you have a community. You take care of your own. Now I got to eat fried chicken from a Chinese lady. We eating chicken and shrimp fried rice from other people. We make jokes about it. They probably making cat dog, but we make jokes about it. I'm tired of people crying for reparations. We spend $1.9 billion. We don't need reparations. We need our stores back in the community. I need to be able to buy a t-shirt at the gas station and the person don't got a red dot on their forehead. They look like me. Gas stations ain't good enough for black folk. You rappers need to stop talking about Forgianos and fly clothes all day because that's what we spending our money on. Go buy up these gas stations. Go buy up your neighborhoods. So that way, and then once you do that, you got to have some of them hood dudes stop using these little YNs to unalive people because you're scary. Use these little YNs to enforce the rules in the neighborhood. This ain't what we doing over here. When we was little, you come through the neighborhood speeding, my uncle gonna break you off something proper like. We don't need no speed bumps in the hood. My uncle gonna break you something off. You had a nice car, you come through the hood speed, he gonna give you one warning. Hey, slow that car down. Don't come through here like that no more. It's kids playing out here. Let him give any response, any buck back. He gonna take a brick, he gonna chuck it at the car. And then after that, it's over with. Do anything after that, it's over with. We had, when men was men, we took care of our own community. Now you got everybody sashaying around, hiding behind women. Women loud, talking with men standing there to my. You right. I ain't grow up under that law. I ain't grow up under that neighborhood. We didn't have to beg somebody. If an Asian man would have unalived a black boy in the neighborhood I grew up in, hey, that Asian man would have been praying the police get there before. Yeah. He'd have been praying that the police get there. It wouldn't happen back in our day. It would not have happened. But hey, we got to march and preach about everything. But where I grew up in that small ass town, we had a neighborhood that, yes, Lord, I love the way I grew up. It was dangerous. It was rough. It was a lot of fighting. It wasn't all this other stuff y'all do. But Yeah, I got 30,000 on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok, 31 and count. It probably would have been at 60 by now if somebody didn't come in and hate. But salute to everybody on every platform. KB, you said last night you was raised by this. Shut your detracting. Boy, I almost got flagged. Oh, he mad. He want to argue. That's why they mad, huh? That's why they mad, huh? Oh, damn, he on trial right now too, man. He done made them good. Yellow Beezy, why, man? I'm tired of y'all rappers trying to be both. Can we have some sidewalk rappers that just rap and have other people do all the gangster stuff? Let's get security. First of all, allow rappers to have security. I'm tired of all my rappers going to jail. I'm sick of this. Yellow Beezy, I was a fan of you. Now you might go to jail. I don't know what's going on. People don't keep it player no more. What happened to the player rappers? Let me get to Big Gipp, man. Shout out to Big Gipp. Let me get back to it.
And think that you're going to talk to them people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but the front. And now you get to see that, hey, man, even if she was the greatest thing in the world, and even you thought she said everything right, what did her own party let her know at the end of the day? No, sir. Put you in power where you can tell us what to do in any kind of way? Nah.
Yeah, but that says more about the Democratic Party than it says about her.
Right.
Yeah, because but I saw something even in the Harris County Democratic Party over this last election cycle that low down, dirty. Low down, dirty. I'm gonna tell you this is one of the biggest things that I learned, that they are cool with black people holding those seats as long as they can control them. Right. If they can control you, they're straight.
Man, everybody's bus life or no life. Boy, I've been saying, I got so much flack for saying this years ago. I said there's more people committed to the Democratic Party than there are to black people. You a sellout if you don't like the Democratic Party. You can do everything in the world for black people. You can have school giveaways. You can have a scholarship for black folks. But if you are conservative or a Republican, you still ain't Jack Judy. You got to be all or nothing with this Democratic Party. And it's weird. It's like they gang banging. They gang. Hey, y'all make sure my fingers don't turn into no gang sign. That's why I do it like this. They gang ganging. I don't want my fingers to curl up no type of way. And somebody run up on me talking, hey, look here, nigga. You said you was a sidewalk one, but I saw your finger. You threw up such and such and such and such. You got to get beat up. Yeah, I don't want my fingers were straight. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what do you say? Byron is going to win by 30 points in November. Yeah, it's crazy. The party that's supposed to love black people so much. It's about KB is nuts. The party that's supposed to love black people so much. You got all the people in that party saying we can't get elected unless we gerrymander to where we only got black people voting for us. And then on the Republican side, they like, we can gerrymander, we still gonna win on merit. They got black men, they got Wesley Hunt winning on merit. They got Byron Donalds winning on merit, not because of the color of his skin. And then we got everybody, I'll be sitting here looking like, what are they mad at? But I'm just keeping it real. We had Luke tell us we got till Sunday to come back to the Democratic Party. It was like a showdown. Luke said, hey, look here. Y'all got till Sunday. First of all, no disrespect, Luke. I like your music. But talking to me like that, I don't respect no man that talk like that to another man. I don't. I don't respect Roland Martin because he talked at people and not to them. You're stupid. You're not smart enough to know how to do this. Look at the way he talked to Jermaine Dupri. Anytime you question anything about the Democratic Party, you get smacked down. You get your page taken back or slowed up because a lot of the media is all liberal. So all this all-inclusive stuff, it's a myth. People tell me all the time, Kwame, you know, your stuff, man, you say crazy stuff. I'm an independent. I'm going to stay independent because if I don't like what your policies say, I'm out. I don't give a dang about no, hey, man, you supposed to be a Democrat. Hey, man, you supposed to be a Republican. If I don't like what you say, I'm gone. You know, I'm a thot. You got to please me or I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm a thought for real. I'm up for sale every 4 years, every 2. Every 2 years locally, I'm for sale. How much you paying? What you giving? I'm a thought with it. I ain't gonna lie. Every 4 years, I'm a thought with it. You know what I mean? You got to think about your politics as a thought. What you gonna get? A lot of these people talking about scamming and somebody paying for their life, but they don't do that when it comes to their politics. I don't understand that. You got to get something for your vote. I don't hold no vote either. Somebody got to give me something.
But if they can't control you, they will not support you. They will put a candidate in place to run against you. And if they can't put somebody in there to run against you, because sometimes these candidates are so strong, nobody in their party can beat them. Nobody in their party can beat them. So what happened is they will quietly support your opponent from the other party.
Right.
Your white opponent.
Right.
From the other party. I'm talking about the Democratic Party.
Right.
And it's not just the one in Harris County. It's all across
the board.
It's all across the country. They don't mind you being in that seat if they can control you.
Right.
And if you just look like you working for the black folks and talking that talk, that's cool, it's cool. But when the rubber meets the road and it's time for some real change, you're going too far now, damn it. You know how we get down over here. We do status quo over here. We don't do change. We do status quo.
And you're right, OG. And that's why I say when you look, like Joy Reid was on TV the other day, she was like, bro, I'm thinking about leaving the Democrat Party. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's when you calling me a Republican, bro, I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent that's trying to tell you that, hey, man, where we are right now is not going to work for us anymore, guys. If you're talking about strong togetherness, that's not what they're looking for, guys. That's not what they're looking for. So at the end of the day, for me, I'm saying, hey, bro, why does it look like Fannie Willis, the lady up there in New York, trying to protect the man? She got charges. Everybody that's going, hey, man, the Karen Bass, she gonna wind up locked up too. She gonna wind up locked up. Somebody is gonna be the example. And I just like, at the end of the day, don't y'all know this systematic for a party to act like they fuck with you, but really they don't fuck with you. They fuck with feminine behavior, women, and they fuck with their money and their country. And if you look at it, why are all these black folks talking about a country they never been to? And why would you come back and say that you got anything good to me to say? But everybody black that they have put in position of power, even Obama himself in the White House, and you still can't say, I directly want to do something for my people. But Israel can come over here and say they can do something directly for their people. The Ukrainians can do something directly for their people. The Mexicans, they can do something directly for them, but can't nobody do nothing for us. So until somebody sitting on the Democrat or the Republican say they can do something for me, I don't believe none of it. It's bullshit at this point.
And this is why when I criticize the Democratic Party, I try to make sure that people understand that I'm not criticizing them to give praise to the Republican Party, because we know that black folks have been loyalists to the Democratic Party for the last 6-7 decades, right? But the thing is that the Democratic Party has not been loyalist to the black community. And with that said, the Republicans say they want the black vote. Hey, come over here, get off the Democratic plantation. But they don't bring anything to the table either. So, in my opinion, if you're a Republican and you want black folks to have some type of mass exodus to leave the Democratic plantation, all you got to do is give us something.
That is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Now, Willie D, I respect you. I like you, but they're not going to give you something for nothing, bro. That's like if a female come up to you and be like, hey, can I get some money? You're going to be like, okay, well, what I'm going to get out of this? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody giving up something for nothing. Why would they give you something if we are voting Democrat at 90-something%? That does not make sense. If you want to get something, you ask for it on the front end. Hey, I got all these people. We finna vote for you. This is what we want for our vote. You negotiate on the front end. This is the problem. This is the mentality. We gave our vote and then sit back and say, what you gonna do? There's no other race of people that do that. They go in with what they want, and just like Ice Cube was trying to do. Shout out to Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube tried to go to each side, the Democrats, the Republicans. Here's the plan we want for Black America. Only one side had a conversation with Ice Cube. And we as black folks got mad at him because he talked to Donald Trump. If you're going to always get mad at somebody for trying to even talk to the other side, then why would anybody give you anything?